So welcome to task 3 of the web authoring tasks, and we're going to look at the summer 2017. Make sure you go to your Teams folder and download all the folder files. You can actually do this just by going to Teams. When it opens up, just go to the right folder and right click and download. Okay, and you'll download all the files. Okay, so on the next page, it tells us to open the 1631 evidence file. I'm just going to close a previous file. So 1631 evidence file. Okay, you just close all the previous. And so I need to go to the evidence file. Let's just copy all these to a better folder. Let's copy all it through here. And then we'll delete all this. So open up the evidence file and it will tell us that your name, candidate number, centre number will appear on every page. We'll paste these in the header and then renaming the file as a Word, save it as a word process document, which is Word, in your Word work area with the file 1631 evidence followed by your candidate number. So enable. I go insert, I go header, and I select the headers. I then can put this in. If I don't want the this one here, I can actually just delete it. But in this case, I'm going to put 9999, which is the candidate number, or my made up, I pretend. And then I will go File, Save As, Browse, and we'll put 9999, which is my made up candidate number, and then save it as a Word document. This is what you'll use to save all your evidence. Okay. Next, we go back to our documents. It says here, you will work for Tawara Web and going to help some trainees develop web pages to teach students about web authoring. Create a new folder called HTML 1731. So I just need to right click, new, and HTML underscore 1731. I go back, locate the following files and save them in your HTML document. So I need the two CSS, which we can copy across, and the PNG, this one here. And then it tells us to open the ST31 SAN1 PNG to a suitable application. So right click on that, open with paint.net, and it tells us, close this one, this is way too big. So it tells us to resize it so it's 704 by 528. So image resize 704 528, and it's changed that automatically. If it didn't, I could unselect that and I can change it. Okay, so it makes it smaller. Then it says save the image with the file name 1731 SAN2. So this time file, save as, and put 2, because you may need the previous version. Then the next part, it says remove the right of the image to make it 230 pixels wide. Okay, so I need to remove the right. Okay, so I can select it. We select what we want to keep. Let's try and have it here. Let's see what this does. So if I select crop, image resize. It shows us 451. Let's just check. We want it to or remove the right and remove the left. So I need to undo that. I should have just kept this side. So let's just do that again. We want this side here. Let's try to keep that. Image, crop, resize. It says 251. We want 230. So the best way is just to select, unselect that and change this to 230. So the height is still the same. So if I press OK, it still looks the same. Okay, still looks the same. And then it says here, save it as 1731 SAN 3. So I can go File, Save As, and this time call it 3. And the next part we need to do is it goes down, display the contents of your HTML folder with the folder name, image dimensions, file names, extensions, file sizes, and take a screenshot and paste it in your evidence document. So if I go over here, to show my all of that, I need to go View, Details. Then I need to go View, Show. I need to show the file name extensions, which will give me the .png. Okay, and if you also want the actual, the other bit is about images, we go Show, and we can also see View, let's just go back. I want details. So it's giving me our PNG. Does it need to see the dimensions? Yeah, image dimensions. We need to see that. So images, maybe not details, content. If I write content, I can then see the file name with its dimensions. Make sure, of course, with the file type, which we select here, file name extension, the type, the dimensions here, the size when it was modified, and we've got a name of our folder, and we need to take a screenshot of all of that and then paste that in our Word document. And let's just go back. Evaluate in your own words. Evaluate in your own words other changes that you could make to this image to make it more suitable in the web page. Type that in your evidence document. There's 4 marks here. So what other changes could we make to this image to make it more suitable? We write that in our evidence 2 part. So color depth can be changed. We can change it from 16 bits to 8 bits per channel. We can reduce the storage space by saving in a GIF format, by saving a JPEG format, and we can save it as a JPEG with a lower resolution, and then image transmission time. Probably the easiest ones to say is color depth can be changed, reducing the storage space by saving it as a GIF or as a JPEG, or save it as a JPEG with lower resolution. Put those 4, you'll get your marks. Next, create a web page called 1731links.html. So I need to go into Expression, File, New, Page. If it's a CSS, we choose CSS. If it's a page, we choose this. And I just press OK. And I go to Design and 1731 links. Find our folder, make sure it's saved in the same folder, 1731 links. Then I come back. The web page must work in all browsers. They all will. And we will have a table structure with visible borders and grid lines as shown below. tables text should be in bold, shown in bold, must be entered on your web page. The text and graphics are instructions you must do. Replace text in chevrons with images, answers, candidate details. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 3 columns. 4 rows, 3 columns. So I can go table, insert, 4 rows, 3 columns. We want borders, so we need to have borders here. So I'm going to select all borders. Does it tell me what size borders? It doesn't. It says visible borders, so I'm just going to say 1 point, and I'll put black. Okay, and we can align it as well. Do we need to align it? It looks like it's on the left. So let's just leave it on the left. So if you want it on the left, I can put it on the left. 100% width. Doesn't say anything like that. Let's just press OK. Now, the first row we need to merge. So all 3 cells at the top we need to merge. So right click, modify, merge. The cells at the side we need to merge. And are there any others? Oh yeah, the bottom one we also need to merge. It doesn't say size. But we have using hyperlinks as a header. Right, as it says. So make this across. Right there. So it's using hyperlinks. Make that lowercase. In this one we need to say the function of a hyperlink colon highlight it. It needs to be H3. Then we put your answer here. It should be H2. This one here is H3. You see, when used with a website, absolute and relative file paths can be explained as colon. We go on to here, we just change this to H2. Oh no, it says set as bulleted. So you change this to ordered, which is numbers, unordered, which is bullet. It's showing a circle we want squared. So I need to change this a bit. Let's see, format, bullets, squared. Let's change it to squared. Okay, perfect. Then down the bottom we say website created by, and then put Anthony form, center number VN001999, and again we highlight, change this to H3, and I'm going to put the third one there. And it says place image saved in step 2. So I need to put, and it says alternative text, which basically means if the image doesn't appear, then it will show the text. So image from file, find where you saved it. We should go to the downloads down here. We find that image, which is this one here, and we'll put, what is this about? This is about web pages. So I'm going to say, I think it's computers, isn't it? Yeah, let's call it computers. I think that might be a good one. Okay. The top one we didn't change. I think that needs to be H1. Yes, H1 up here. And so that's us put this. Text and graphics, you need to enter. Replace the text enter answer to question 6 with a description of what in your own words, what the function of hyperlink is, and then replace enter the answer to question 7 with, in your own words, of 3 or more items, explain the terms relative, path, and absolute path. Okay? So, the answer to the function of hyperlink is navigate from one page to another. I want to just check that our headings, this is heading 3, this is heading 2. I want to check they're right. You can see that it should be heading 3, so we need to make this as heading 2. This should be heading 3. That is heading 2. This is bullet points, okay, which is good. So basically, the function of a hyperlink is to navigate from one page to another. And when used with a website, absolute relative file paths can be explained as relative file paths point to a current folder. So relative links uploaded to a server will work. So basically, you're just uploading to that folder. So I've saved all my stuff in HTML_1731. All the links will be relative. So they link to that folder. If I upload that folder, they will work. Absolute file paths point to a location on that storage device, which is the computer. So if you upload it to the server, they won't work. Next we have is attach the style sheet to your web page. So we just go Format, CSS Styles, Attach Style Sheet. We find the styles, which is, we have 2. We need tab 7130, which is this one here. Press OK, and that then adds someone here, which is great. Okay. So it does that. A trainee has started to create a second style sheet to be added to the web page. The style sheet is not finished and contains errors. So we need to, so we've got this one, and it tells us, we can save this, and it tells us to open the style sheet ST31, which is this one here. Open with expression. It is very wrong. It's not been written in the right syntax. It's just been typed out. Okay, so there's a lot of errors here. So it's complete incorrect. So going here, table is external borderlines, TD is internal. So we want to just go for new style, and if we type up here, we can search table, and I'm looking for the size. Should we go size? We could go. Let's go borders first. So borders, they are dark green. So it doesn't tell us, but we see solid. They are 5 pixels thick, and they are dark green. So we could choose this dark green. All borders collapsed. Box. Sorry, table, I should say. All borders collapsed. And then we've got cell padding. We just read it, we can find it. So it says padding, margin, we've got padding here. So we want, they're different. So we have top and bottom is 6 pixels. The right and left is 4. Okay, which is fine. Let's try vertical align 650 pixels. I don't think that's going to work actually. We can come back to that one in a minute. Okay, so that's added my borders. This is all wrong here, so I can just delete all this. Okay. Next, we want our internal borders, which is TD. TD is our internal, okay? And again, we need to do the borders as well. So we need to change the borders, and it's got to be dark. So it's got to be 2 pixels this time. Dark green and solid. Borders collapse, so I go box and not box. Cell padding, we do want cell padding, so I will choose here. So 6, 4, 6, 4, and then we have table. There we go, collapsed. Put collapsed here. And I can press OK. So that's my internals. Then I want to add my headings. So I want H1. And this is color. Color goes red, green, blue. Okay, and it goes 6 values. So it could be 500020, but it has to be red, green, blue. In this case, it starts blue. So we have to look at the red, then the green, and then the blue. So if we go to the color, I can choose any color, but then I have to change it. So red is 0, not 0, but 00. It's 2 values. Okay, green is 50, blue is 00. Font. Now this becomes a bit tricky. It wants us to have 2 different types of fonts, or 3. So Palatino, okay, comma, times, let's just say Palatino, which is fine, we'll leave it there. Font size is 36 pixels high, which is fine. And then we press OK. Now, when we come back, we've got our font. I can then comma, and I can put, once I put comma, I can start writing Times New Roman. I can put enter here, actually adds Times New Roman. If not available, then Times, it actually had that right, which is good. Or if these are not, then it's serif. It actually put it in for us. You separate each item of font. So if this isn't available, it chooses this. If this isn't available, it chooses this. And if this isn't, it reverts to any serif. Okay. Then new style is H2. Oops. If you do that, just right click, modify styles, we say 16 pixels high, left a line. Then we do new style for H3. And again, I do 16 pixels and I want it to be centered. And then finally, I want the list. And it says here it has to be bulleted list. This must be displayed as a bulleted list with square bullets. Now I can choose LI, but I want to choose a type of thing. So if I go down to, let's have a look. What options have we got here? LI, there we go, LI, 16 pixels high, which is fine. And if we go to list, I can say list style, I can say square, and I can press OK, like so. Then it says correct and complete the style sheet using this information above. Add your name as a comment at the bottom. So to do that, I just put / my name with my candidate, with my center number first, and then my candidate number. Okay, I close with a slash like so. Then save the style sheet in your HTML folder. Use the file name ST1731 followed by your candidate number. So it'd be like save as, and then I just put 1731 with 9999 after it. And then I have to attach this to my website with a higher priority, which means it needs to be above. So I go back, I can attach the style sheet. Like so, press OK. And then let's just see, format, style sheet, let's have a look. Manage style sheet links, there we go. Let's go back again. Format, style sheet, manage style sheet links. Now, this one is below. I can just go move up and then press OK, and that's got priority. That's in charge. Okay, like so. And I can just press, then I can just go back, take a screenshot showing the content of your web page, place it in your evidence. Okay, so I now just get a screenshot. Make sure the file name is clearly visible. So again, just make sure you take a screenshot and include the file name at the very top. Students always forget that. Okay, so I take a screenshot like so. Then I go back. Display the web page in your browser, take a screenshot and place it in your evidence folder. So I go back to my expression and I save this file here. It's links. I go back into the file. I find my links, open it up in a browser. Like so, this is a browser. It could be Google Chrome, it could be anything. I'm going to zoom out so I can see everything. I'm going to take a screenshot of the whole page and I will put that in evidence 4. And then finally, there's 2 more bits. Display the web page says take a copy of the HTML source and paste it in your evidence. So I need to take so copy all of that and paste that in number 5. It may look messy, but that's what you need to do. And then that's it. That is what you do. Okay? 2 things I forgot to show you. One is really important was the width. Just right click of this, modify, and we need to change the width. Not easy to find because having a look because some of these categories don't make sense. Position, and we could put 650, and then we put pixels, and then we press OK, and it will add the width. Okay, so that saves us, and it will update it on here as well. Make sure you show the screenshot of that. Okay, the other bit as well is that we can add things called bookmarks or anchors. An anchor is basically, I can have a, let's just add a, up here, I'm going to insert a bookmark or what's called an anchor. I'm going to call this top. Okay, so I'm going to call this top, and I'm going to place a hyperlink at the very bottom of this page. Okay, and so I'm going to say back, oopsies, let's just put this at the bottom of this page here. So I say back to top. So if it asks you to do an anchor, it's called a bookmark. I can highlight it, hyperlink, and I say place in document, and I want to go to the top. I basically created a link, a bookmark, or what's called an anchor in the exam paper, or bookmark expression, that will basically hyperlink back to the very top. So it's two extra things. One is the bookmark, and I obviously I forgot about the width there to add, but there's the extra 2 bits. Okay.